WCK uniform tonight, but don't worry, I'm not just gonna stand up here and jerk off for 5 minutes. I am gonna jerk off. I'll save that for the end. It really takes like 23 seconds. Right? So some of the guys in the audience are probably like, yeah, that sounds like a bit more reasonable time. Like, if you can stand up there jerking off for 5 minutes in front of 100 people, I wouldn't even be mad. I would be impressed. So, I've got to get a little bit meta on you guys here for a moment, because I recently did the stand-up course through the Second City, and like I crafted this nice 5-minute set. It's all about artificial intelligence and how like it may help us fix all the problems in the world, but more likely it'll probably just like launch all of our nukes as soon as it sees our browsing history and fucking destroy civilization. But that set went out the window because I was actually here exactly 4 weeks ago tonight to see one of my classmates perform, and like I wanted to check out the venue for myself. I'm performing in a couple weeks, and oh, sorry, I'm blanking out a little bit. So that set went out the window because something terrible happened. Like, my friend and I show up at 9:40 for a 9:30 show because I'm a piece of shit who doesn't show up to anything on time. Like, not school, work, interviews, meetings, appointments, nothing. Like, I showed up late to the birth of my first child. Which, I mean, it's not actually true because I don't have any kids. At least not that I'm aware of. But like, with my track record, I'm basically like 100% sure that if that little accident does ever happen, I am not showing up on time. Even if the baby mom is in labor for like 45 hours, I'm still showing up 5 minutes late. Like, ooh, I just missed it. Like, sorry, babe. Oh no, babe, come on. You know I love you. Just. You know how caught up I get watching old reruns of Full House? The nostalgia just captivates my imagination. So, we show up late, place is packed, there's nowhere to sit. The organizer just like finds us a couple of chairs, puts us like right here, boom, front and center. I'm like, dope, best seat in the house. But also we're kind of like in the aisle, so we're in people's way a little bit. I'm like, it's not as dope, but whatever. Like, we're in the way too much, and like, the show was awesome. Until it took a fucking horrible turn for the worse for me and a couple other audience members, because the one of the last acts, he's up on stage showbox, and he's fucking killing it, laughed my ass off. Until I took a drink of my beer, while he made me laugh about something, I choke and fucking spit beer all over the table that's sitting right here, and I'm just like, oh my fucking god, I can't believe this just happened. Like, I'm that asshole that does shit like this in real life. Like it's a fucking episode of Seinfeld or something. So, I'm sitting there, I'm so embarrassed. I feel so much shame that like the only word that comes to mind is that I'm fucking mortified. And when do you ever do anything in your life that even makes you think of the word mortified, let alone actually feel that, right? And I shit you not, 30 seconds later, the guy on stage says something in his set about being mortified. I'm like, what the fuck is going on right now? Like, is this guy reading my mind? Wait, am I even awake? Please just be a bad dream. Please be a bad dream. But it wasn't. That shit actually happened, and it was like one of the most embarrassing things that's ever happened in my life. But I basically was like, well, I have to get rid of my other set that I did. I gotta tell you guys about this, right? So I'm a little happy that it did actually happen though, because like, I can't write this shit. The worst thing about it though, actually, is that right after it happened, and still, I don't even remember the joke that made me do that shit. Right? But that's pretty much what happened. So now I guess all that's left to do is jerk off. He told me I have to go down to the washroom to do that. So based on the time it'll take me to get down there and back up, I'll be back in like a minute and a half tops.